Hey, my name is Mr. Chipman. I teach biology at Murray High School in Murray, Kentucky, and I make videos to help you get that thing that you didn't get in class. And today we're going to look at this idea of, well, why should you watch these videos or anybody's videos? Could be mine, could be someone else's. I regularly push students toward watching my videos because, well, it's me teaching, and here we are getting ready to get school started, and thought I should talk about this a little bit because I think it's a very important concept. I think there are 4 reasons, and I want to start with a story. This summer, well, actually, it was towards the end of the school year when we were getting ready for AP exams, and I teach AP biology here at the high school as well. And a good friend of mine who lives in another state has a son who was enrolled in AP biology, and his son was concerned about his upcoming performance on the exam, and had some opportunities to review, and knew that I made videos. In fact, I was live streaming soon. I was going to be live streaming that evening, in fact, and didn't watch the live stream, even though I knew that that was an opportunity that he could have taken. And went to school the next day, and was talking to one of his friends who was also taking the exam, and he said, "Yeah, I don't feel prepared for the test." And his friend said, "Well, I didn't really feel prepared either, but I tuned into this teacher who I think is from Kentucky, and his name is Mr. Chipman, and he really helped me to kind of understand the class, and I feel much better prepared now." And so my friend, whose kid I know, met a person that I don't know, and that kid watched my videos and felt better prepared. And it's just kind of funny, and it made me really think about making this video as not only for my own students who maybe think, well, I don't need to watch the video, or do you teach in class, or for someone else who has a teacher who's teaching the same things in class, and it's like, I didn't quite understand what they were talking about, or maybe I was sick that day, or whatever the case. I've come up with 4 reasons why you should watch videos. Let's talk about them. First is targeted clarity. Big words. Targeted obviously means targeted. Clarity means being clear on something, right? And so it could be that you took notes and you're very diligent to take your notes, and you go back through your notes and you realize that the pencil kind of went off the page because maybe you fell asleep, or you wrote something down and you didn't quite understand, or the teacher was going really fast through a particular section of the notes, which I do sometimes myself, and you need a little bit of clarity on this one particular issue. Well, guess what? You can go watch the video where I explain that. Or maybe your teacher makes videos, or maybe you'd rather watch someone else. That's fine. But the point is that you can go and you can look up an idea, and you can get more clarity on that idea, rather than just wondering about it and then getting to test day and like, well, I would have did better if I'd have been there that day. Well, you know what? That's a choice. You make a choice when you say those words, and that is a very inexcusable excuse in a day where there's copious amounts of material online. And so my channel alone, I've got years and years of biology videos out there, and you can find pretty much any topic covered. And so targeted clarity, very important. Second reason is self-paced reinforcements. You know, sometimes you just need reinforcements, like you see there on that card from a famous collecting card game that maybe some teachers play. So yeah, what this does is this allows you to, so maybe it's a particularly difficult, let's say like photosynthesis, which is, one of those concepts that you probably need to be taught like 4 or 5 times for it to finally like to click into place. And you need some reinforcement in that particular area. Well, you can go watch it again, and it can be self-paced, meaning you can pause, you can look up a word that didn't make sense, you can write a thing down, you can draw a picture that's on the screen, you can slow me down, you can speed me up because I tend to talk pretty slow as is. And so either way, it's a self-paced sort of thing. A classroom is not self-paced, right? The teacher drives the pace of the classroom for the most part. But with a video, you can pace yourself. It's a fantastic opportunity. Something that I would have loved to have had myself as a student, and something that you have access to today through various means, and I strongly encourage you that you use them. Next is integration with notes. Integration's a big word. It's an idea of making it a part of, right? You see these puzzle pieces all interconnected, made me think of that. Like each piece is a part of the other pieces, and they're all sort of interconnected or integrated with one another. And so one of the things I encourage my students with is to take notes in class and then go and watch the video, because what the video is going to help you to do is it's going to kind of help you to make your notes to make sense, right? One of the things I encourage strongly is rewriting your notes. And, a student, of course, asked me, what do you mean, just recopy them? No. When your English teacher asks you to rewrite something, they're not asking you to just simply copy down the thing that you just wrote. They're asking you to reconsider it, right? To take the things that you're learning, to integrate those things with you that you're learning with the things that you've already learned, right? And so integration is a very important part of learning in general. And I think that the video gives you an opportunity to do that. You sit in a class 50 minutes long, you come in and out of attention. I get it, totally. I come in and out of attention as a teacher, so I 100% get it. And so going home, watching this helps you to sort of like make a more cohesive sort of picture of what you're learning. I think it's very important to do that. And lastly, and I think this is maybe the best one about having access to videos of your teacher teaching. I get comments all the time from parents who they will say that they've heard my voice in their house, and they wonder why they hear my voice in their house. And it's because their kid got me on the TV, on YouTube, sitting in front of it, doing some other homework, and they're watching my video, which is fantastic, right? It's and some people may like, well, they should concentrate on you. Why? What's wrong with this kid like enjoying his bowl of kicks or whatever he's eating and watching something, right? There's nothing wrong with that. And so you can review on your own terms. You can review while you're doing something else. You can just kind of have it on in the background. You can, while you're exercising or whatever. You can just have a video on that's going to help you review, and it doesn't feel like you're doing that necessarily. Now, there's a time and place, obviously, for very purposeful review, but sometimes you just kind of want it on in the background. You just kind of want to learn sort of passively, which is a thing. It happens. And so one of the things that I encourage my students to do is to do that, to have the video on and just kind of have it be, playing while you're going through your notes or while you're doing something else, right? As a way to sort of reinforce the things that you learn in a more passive environment. Again, there's a time and place for purposeful review where you're on purpose looking at the things that you're struggling with or whatever it is. But just having it on, passively sort of learning, and you never know, you may bring in someone else and they may ask you questions, and then you have the opportunity to talk to them about it, which is the highest form of learning. My students scored really well on their AP exams this year. We had over 85% pass rate, which was well above state and national averages. And one of the contributing factors to that is because my students avail themselves to review materials like the videos that I make. And frankly, some of my students didn't really like my videos, so they watched someone else. And you know what? That was fine. I didn't take it personal. I just wanted them to do well on the exam. And through being able to review on their own time, being able to integrate the material, having reinforcement when they needed it, and targeted clarity when they needed that, all of those things added to success. And so I hope you will take an opportunity to use the videos that are available to you.